everyone, welcome to my channel Do to Study. So here I am again with a new video of the chapter the Union Parliament. This is the fourth video from the chapter Union Parliament, and in this video we are going to discuss the functions and roles of a speaker. Okay, now first of all, who is a speaker? The speaker is the presiding officer of Lok Sabha. Now, what does the word presiding officer means? See, preside means to conduct. So here the speaker conducts the business of the house. So therefore, he is the presiding officer of Lok Sabha. Okay. Now, the speaker has many roles regarding business of the house, regarding the disciplinary functions, regarding some administrative functions. So there are many functions of the speaker. And if we see in the table of precedence, then he stands at the topmost, leaving behind all other cabinet ministers except the prime minister. Okay. So now let's get started. First is, how is he elected? See, mark the word, he is elected. Okay. Now what happens? After the election, after general election, when for the first time the new Lok Sabha meets, then from among them, one person is elected as the Lok Sabha speaker. मतलब कि लोक सभा इलेक्शन होने के बाद जब पहले बार सारे मेंबर्स एक साथ आते हैं, दैट इज पहले बार वो लोग मीटिंग करते हैं, तो वो टाइम में एक जन को, जो नए मेंबर्स सेलेक्ट हुए हैं, जो नए मेंबर्स इलेक्ट हुए हैं, उनमें से एक जन को लोकसभा के स्पीकर के रूप में इलेक्ट किया जाता है. ओके, नाउ व्हाट इज हिज टर्म? हिज टर्म इज आल्सो फॉर 5 years like other लोकसभा मेंबर्स, बट हियर देयर इज अ डिफरेंस. इफ द हाउस इज डिसॉल्व्ड, मतलब अगर हाउस जो है वो एक नो कॉन्फिडेंस मोशन का पास होने की वजह से डिसॉल्व हो गया, मतलब सारे मेंबर्स को रिसाइन करना पड़ा, then also the speaker will not vacate his post until and unless a new speaker comes to that post. मतलब कि स्पीकर भी लोकसभा के ही मेंबर है, बट स्टिल अगर लोकसभा डिसॉल्व हो गया तो बाकी सारे मिनिस्टर्स को रिजाइन करके जाना पड़ता है. बट स्पीकर तब तक अपने पोस्ट को वैकेट नहीं करेंगे जब तक नए लोकसभा इलेक्शन के बाद एक नए स्पीकर का इलेक्शन नहीं हुआ रहता है. ओके, दैट इज स्पीकर का पोस्ट कभी भी वैकेट नहीं होता है. ओके, नाउ एज आई सेड, ही इज इलेक्टेड फॉर अ टर्म ऑफ 5 years, एंड फर्दरमोर हियर देयर इज वन मोर पर्सन, दैट इज a deputy speaker. Okay, so a deputy speaker is a person who will perform all the functions of the speaker in the absence of the speaker. Now how he is elected? He is also elected in the same way as the speaker is elected. मतलब कि जब इलेक्शन के बाद पहले बार जब लोकसभा के सारे नए इलेक्टेड मेंबर्स मीट करते हैं, तब उनमें से एक जन को डिप्यूटी स्पीकर के पोस्ट के लिए इलेक्ट कर दिया जाता है. ओके, नाउ द स्पीकर कैन give his resignation if he want to resign from his post due to some matter of health or due to any other matter, then he can give his resignation to the deputy speaker. Okay, and furthermore he can also be impeached by passing a no confidence motion. Okay, उनका टर्म खत्म होने से पहले ही उनको नो कॉन्फिडेंस मोशन पास करके इम्पीच भी कर दिया जा सकता है. ओके, बट हियर वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट इज दैट इसके अलावा वो जो भी डिसीजंस लेंगे, वो डिसीजंस में और कोई इंटरफियर नहीं कर सकता है एक्सेप्ट द हाउस. मतलब कि उनका जो भी डिसीजन है, कोई कोर्ट उसको जज नहीं कर सकता कि नहीं ऐसे नहीं हो सकता है, ये ऐसे कुछ भी नहीं बोल सकता. इट वॉज राइट और रॉन्ग. They can't give their opinion or they can't do anything against the speaker except the house. That is, if the house collectively feels that yes, this decision of the speaker was wrong, or he is violating the laws of the constitution, or he is partial or something like that. If they lose their confidence in the speaker, then they can pass a no confidence motion. And if this resolution comes to effect, मतलब कि जो no confidence motion है अगर वो पास हो गया कि हाँ मेजोरिटी ऑफ द मेंबर्स ऑफ द हाउस जो है वो यही चाह रहे हैं कि स्पीकर हटा दिया जाए या फिर स्पीकर रिसाइन करे, देन द स्पीकर इज बाउंड टू डू सो. हो गया. तो अभी तक हम लोग रोल्स एंड फंक्शंस तक नहीं आए हैं. ये सब मेन चीजें थे. अभी हम आते हैं roles and functions of the speaker. See here, each and every point that is written in your book is very very important. So take out your history civics books and open the page and open the chapter, the Union Parliament. And while I am reading, go through the lines with me. Okay. So the first is the business of the house. Business of the house का मतलब business. सो ये वो नॉर्मल ट्रेड का बात नहीं कर रहे. हाउस में थोड़ी ना ट्रेड या बिजनेस होगा. बिजनेस का मतलब जो मीटिंग हो रहा है, जो डिस्कशन चल रहा है, जो मैटर के बारे में वो लोग मीटिंग करके कुछ डिसाइड कर रहे हैं, कुछ फाइनल रिजल्ट्स ला रहे हैं. तो ये सब जो सब नॉर्मल एक्टिविटी रहता है हाउस का, उसको हम बिजनेस ऑफ द हाउस कहते हैं. ओके. तो बिजनेस ऑफ द हाउस में क्या कह रहे थे, हमने पहले ही पढ़ चुका है कि मीटिंग्स तो होता है, क्वेश्चन आवर होता है, 0 आवर होता है. सो ये सब जो है उस सबको हम बिजनेस ऑफ द हाउस बोलते हैं. ओके, क्लियर. अब बिजनेस ऑफ द हाउस में क्या क्या रोल है. ओपन योर बुक बिकॉज आई एम गोना आल्सो ओपन माय बुक एंड रीड विथ मी. ओके. पहला है द स्पीकर प्रिसाइड्स ओवर द मीटिंग्स ऑफ द हाउस. ऑल स्पीचेस एंड रिमार्क्स आर addressed to the speaker. He allows time for discussion. Yes. See, whatever speeches are made in the house. See, if you have seen in news channel while having a session, you can see that the cabinet ministers or some respective ministers present their speech. Okay. Now all these speeches and remarks are addressed to the speaker. Okay. Now furthermore, he allots time for discussion. That is, all meetings, speeches, remarks are everything are what you can say are addressed to the speaker. And furthermore, for the discussion, for discussing any particular matter, the time is allowed by the speaker कि हाँ ये matter पे हमें discuss करना चाहिए. We should take up this matter and therefore we should discuss and come to a final result. तो ये सब जो डिसीजन होता है सब स्पीकर का होता है. ओके. सेकेंड इज द स्पीकर इंटरप्रेट्स द रूल्स एंड प्रोसीजर्स ऑफ द हाउस. Rules of procedures of the house. His decision in all parliamentary matter is final. Yes, the second one is that the rules that should be followed by following a procedure. और जैसे कि अभी impeachment करना है, then there is a particular rule for it, isn't it? कि हाँ 1/6 majority और the majority of the members present and voting, ऐसे बहुत सारे rules होते हैं. And furthermore that after all this it should be passed to the other house. तो ये जो पर्टिकुलर रूल्स होते हैं एक एक प्रोसीजर का, वो सब कौन बताता है मेंबर्स को? द स्पीकर. ओके. एंड वट एवर डिसीजन ही टेक्स इन द पार्लियामेंट्री मैटर्स, दैट इज फाइनल. ओके. द थर्ड वन इज all bills passed by the house are signed by him before they are sent to the Rajya Sabha for his consideration or to the president for his assent. मतलब जो भी बिल्स जो है लोकसभा पास करता है, वो सब उस सब बिल्स में सबसे पहले स्पीकर का एसेंट होता है, स्पीकर का सिग्नेचर होता है. मतलब कि यस द स्पीकर हैज अप्रूव्ड दिस बिल. एंड मतलब अगर वो बिल को राज्यसभा में पास करना है या राज्यसभा में सेंड करना है या फिर डायरेक्ट प्रेसिडेंट को ही दिया जाना है सिग्नेचर के लिए, ये सबसे पहला सिग्नेचर स्पीकर का होता है. फिर जाके अगर वो बिल को राज्यसभा में प्रेजेंट करना है, देन इट्स फॉरवर्डेड टू देयर, और इफ इट इज टू बी प्रेजेंटेड टू द प्रेसिडेंट, देन दैट प्रोसीजर गोज ऑन. ओके. The fourth one is the speaker decides the admissibility of all questions and resolutions. he decides the admissibility of a motion of adjournment. यहाँ पे आपने 2 बार admissibility word सुना है, isn't it? You have heard the word admissibility 2 times. Now what does this mean? It means if the question or the adjournment of motion is valid or acceptable. See, पहले मैं बोल रही कि admissibility of all questions and resolutions. It means that if a member raises a question, so the speaker decides that if the question is valid or acceptable, that is उसका कुछ वैल्यू है कि नहीं, कि ऐसे जो तो पूछ रहे हैं, isn't it? तो वो कौन डिसाइड करते हैं? स्पीकर. एंड रिजोल्यूशंस, अगर कुछ रिजोल्यूशन पास करने जा रहे हैं, then it's as you know they are addressed to the speaker. Now the speaker will decide, yes, this resolution is valid or it should not, or it's not acceptable. Okay, and the decision of the speaker will be final. Okay, and decides the admissibility of a motion of adjournment. अगर एक motion of adjournment pass कर रहे हैं, you all know what's a motion of adjournment, isn't it? That is to keep aside all other business and take up a particular matter or to draw attention towards a particular matter. So the speaker will decide, yes, this matter is important from public point of view, from the whether the public need an urgent decision in this matter. He will decide the validity or acceptability of the motion. Okay. Now the 5th one is he puts the issues to vote and announces the results. The speaker does not vote in the house except when there are equal votes on both the sides. That is, the speaker will put the issues to vote. मतलब कि अगर कोई parliamentary decision में थोड़ा that is, if any parliamentary decision has to be taken, then that particular matter is put to vote. Now who does this work? The speaker. The speaker puts the matter to vote, and furthermore, he does not vote. All the other members will vote according to their choice, but the speaker does not participate in this action until and unless. एक ही बस exception है जब speaker खुद vote करते हैं. Okay, until and unless both, that is, there is a tie. Until and unless there is a tie. Okay, that is, both for and against parties, there is a tie. If such a situation occurs, then the president will vote. Then the speaker will vote. So just see how important the opinion of the speaker is. Just for one vote, any issue, any matter can gain importance, isn't it? Okay. Now, the 6th point is the speaker decides whether a bill is a money bill or not. See, various bills are raised in the Lok Sabha. From among them, the speaker decides whether this bill is a money bill or not. It's up to his decision, it's up to his choice. Not choice, his decision. Okay. Now, the second function that we are going to read is administrative function. Administrative function. Administrative functions. अब इसमें क्या है? एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव फंक्शन और एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से रिलेटेड कुछ फंक्शंस. वो फंक्शंस क्या है स्पीकर का, देखते हैं. पहला, the speaker receives all petitions and documents in the house. All petitions and documents that are given in the house is given to the speaker. He communicates the decision of the house to the concerned authorities. See, if a decision is made in the house regarding any particular matter, then that decision is conveyed to the concerned authorities by the speaker. It's not that the people or the member directly will go to the concerned authority. Suppose something has to be, or something important is decided regarding any ministry, then the speaker will inform the people or the concerned authority of that ministry that this is the decision of the parliament and according to that the work should be done. Okay. Now the third one is, or a discussion can also occur between the speaker and that concerned ministry. Okay. Third one is, he regulates the admission of visitors and press correspondence to the galleries of the house. आप सब देखते होंगे जब सेशन चलता है तो फिर उसका लाइव सेशन जो है उसका लाइव हमें न्यूज चैनल्स में देखने को मिलता है. So how is it possible? It's possible if the press correspondents are present there, isn't it? And the decision whether the press correspondents should attend the meeting of the house or whether any visitor should attend the meeting of the house is only and only dependent on the speaker. Okay, मतलब अगर speaker बोले कि no, we don't want any visitors, then the visitors will not be allowed. Or if the speaker fix a number that is only this much number of people can visit the meeting, then only that much. That is, all the decisions are based or are dependent on the speaker. Okay. Now the third main function is the disciplinary function. What is it? Disciplinary functions. मतलब कि जब मीटिंग्स होता है, जब सेशंस होता है, तो हाउस का डिसिप्लिन मेंटेन करने का ड्यूटी भी, फंक्शन भी किसका होता है? स्पीकर का. Okay. So let's see what is the first disciplinary function. The speaker maintains order in the house. Yes. When members become unruly, he may order them to withdraw. He may suspend a member if he or she disregards the authority of the chair. In case of grave disorder, he can adjourn the house. The speaker maintains order in the house. That is, everything is going in a systematic way. This is ensured by the speaker. If the members become unruly, that is, if they become, if they don't follow the discipline that is to be maintained in the house, then the speaker can warn him. Okay. And if someone disregards the authority of the chair, that is, disrespect the authority of the chair, then who has the power? The speaker has the power to suspend such a member. Okay. And if suppose it's not possible for the speaker to maintain the order or discipline of the house, that is, the members have become so unruly and bringing back discipline is very difficult, then he can adjourn the house. Okay. Adjourn the house means to end the functioning or to end the meeting of the house for that particular day. Okay. I think you all have learned about adjournment and prorogation, isn't it? In the parliamentary procedures, we had discussed these two terms. Okay, so let's go to the next point, that is, in case the words used by a member are indecent or unparliamentary, the speaker may order that such words must be expunged from the proceedings of the house. If a speaker uses some indecent words, the words that should not be used while having a parliamentary meeting, then the speaker can warn that such words should not be further used in the meetings of the house. Okay. Now the third one is, the speaker decides whether there is a case for a matter relating to a breach of the privilege or contempt of the house. मतलब the speaker will decide whether the matter is related to breach of privilege. इसका मतलब क्या है? Related to breach of privilege मतलब whether this matter is violating any rights or any privilege, not rights, any privilege of the MPs or the members of parliament. Okay, that is, if some matter is concerned and that matter, breach of privilege means, whether a matter is a breach of privilege means the speaker decides whether a particular matter is violating or is violating any right or any privilege given to the MPs. Okay, or contempt of the house. Contempt of the house, what does it mean? That is whether the matter is interfering with the normal business of the house, or whether the matter is disturbing the procedures of the house. Okay, so the speaker decides whether there is a case for a matter relating to a breach of privilege or contempt of the house. Now the fourth one is in regard to a question whether a member of Lok Sabha stands disqualified under anti-defection law. We have heard the term anti-defection law earlier also, isn't it? जब हम पढ़ रहे थे क्वालिफिकेशन फॉर मेंबरशिप, तब शायद आपने एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ के बारे में सुना होगा. एंड एट दैट टाइम आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड आल्सो. सी एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ मतलब कोई मेंबर अगर एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ के अंडर में आते हैं, it means that he is violating the principles followed by his party. Okay. So, in regard to the question whether a member of Lok Sabha stands disqualified under anti-defection law, the question shall be referred to the decision of the speaker. That is, if there is a question or if there is a doubt whether this member stands under anti-defection law, then the speaker will give the answer for it. That is, the speaker will decide whether the person comes under anti-defection law or not. Okay. Now, anti-defection law क्या है? See, according to the anti-defection law, when a member of the house gives up the membership of his party or votes against a direction given by the party to which he belongs, he shall be disqualified from being a member. मतलब कि, see, in a party decision, although if one member disagrees, then it doesn't matter. The decision taken by the party is applied to all the members and all the members have to take with them that decision. So, if a person stands against or do something against the party's decision, then he can be suspended by the party. So, it's the anti-defection law. The constitution says that the speaker's decision shall be final and no court shall have any jurisdiction in this regard. So, according to the constitution, the decision made by the speaker in this regard, that is in the matter, in the question whether a person comes under anti-defection, whether a member comes under anti-defection law, is final and the court has no power to decide anything. मतलब कि जो speaker जो decide करते हैं वो final होगा और court उसमें कुछ changes नहीं कर सकता. Okay. Now the fourth one is the rule regarding some parliamentary committees. In the parliament there are many committees. So let's see what is the role of the speaker regarding these parliamentary committees. The speaker is the ex-officio chairman of some of the committees of the house. There are many committees. From them, the speaker is the ex-officio chairman of some of the committees. And which are those committees? Business Advisory Committee and the Rules Committee. What are they? Business Advisory Committee and the Rules Committee. He appoints chairman of all the committees of the house. Now, as I said, there are many committees and in all committees there is a chairman. And who appoints the chairman? The speaker appoints the chairman of all these committees. Okay. Third one, he issues direction to the chairman in all matters relating to their working and procedure to be followed. That is, he directs the chairman of all committees. स्पीकर जो है सारे कमिटी के चेयरमैन को डायरेक्ट करते हैं, मतलब कि बताते हैं कि हाँ ये मैटर के रिगार्डिंग हमें इस तरह से डिसीजन लेना चाहिए, ये पाथ फॉलो करके डिसीजन लेना चाहिए. तो फिर इट एक्ट्स एज एन एडवाइस एंड that is what you can say, it gives them direction. They get an idea what to do. Okay. Related to their working and procedure to be followed. Okay. Now the fifth one and the last one is the miscellaneous function. Miscellaneous function means apart from these, what are some other functions, or what are some special functions followed by, or not followed by, that a speaker has? See, first one, the speaker presides over the joint session of both the houses of parliament. So it's a very important question. It can come as one mark question. That is, see, apart from money bill, if any bill is passed, then the consent of both the houses is required. Okay, that is both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Now if there is if both houses cannot come up to the same decision, that is वो दोनों एक डिसीजन नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, कोई बोल रहा है ये होना चाहिए और कोई बोल रहा है ये होना चाहिए, then what will happen? That is, they together they are not able to come to a final decision, or their decision is varying. Then what happens? A joint session is conducted. मतलब कि दोनों हाउसेस को एक साथ बुलाया जाता है, और दोनों हाउसेस जब एक साथ बैठते हैं तो वो मीटिंग को हम जॉइंट सेशन कहते हैं. ओके, तो ये जॉइंट सेशन, हर एक मीटिंग को प्रिसाइड करने के लिए एक पर्सन होना जरूरी होता है. तो ऐसे जब जॉइंट सेशन होता है हाउसेस का, तब कौन प्रिसाइड करता है? स्पीकर. सो दैट इज द फर्स्ट मिसलेनियस फंक्शन, दैट इज the speaker presides over the joint sessions of both houses in the parliament. Okay, understood? Understood now? Now let's go to the second function. In consultation with the chairman of the Rajya Sabha, he nominates personnel for parliamentary delegations to various countries. पहले parliamentary delegations क्या होता है वो समझते हैं. See, parliamentary delegation are official trips, not trips, official visits to foreign countries regarding some matters. Okay, so the persons what is this? Parliamentary delegation मतलब वो persons होते हैं जो ये foreign visits में जाते हैं. क्यों जाते हैं? For some agreement or regarding the unity, or discussion for agreement, or for discussion with some other members, with some foreign politicians. Okay, so for that purposes they go. Now, who is to be sent? It's a very big question. Which member should be sent for such delegation? So this decision is also made by the speaker by consulting with the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Now, who is the chairman of the Rajya Sabha? Vice President. Yes, very good. So Vice President is the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Now, by discussing with him, by consulting with him, the speaker decides whom should be sent as a personal delegate to other countries, who is most eligible to present our country, or to present our matters. Okay, understood? Now the last miscellaneous function is, he presides over the conference of presiding officers of legislative bodies in India. See, presiding officers वो होते हैं जो मीटिंग को प्रिसाइड करते हैं. Now, speaker is not the only one person who is presiding over meetings. There are many persons who are presiding over matters, who are presiding over meetings. So, the speaker of Lok Sabha, when a conference of all these presiding officers occur, then who presides that meeting? Then the speaker of Lok Sabha presides that meeting. That is, जब सारे प्रिसाइडिंग ऑफिसर्स एक साथ आते हैं एक मीटिंग के लिए, कॉन्फ्रेंस के लिए, तो फिर वो कॉन्फ्रेंस को कौन प्रिसाइड करता है? लोकसभा के स्पीकर. ओके, अब ये कौन कौन होते हैं प्रिसाइडिंग ऑफिसर्स? सी, वी हैव a state legislature also. So the presiding officers of all that state legislatures will come for the meeting. Furthermore, in some states of India, we have a bicameral legislature. That is, both upper and lower houses are present in the state legislature. Isn't it? This विधान सभा और विधान परिषद दोनों होता है. तो फिर यहाँ के भी presiding officers आएंगे. So there are 6 states in India which have a bicameral legislature. Okay. So these all presiding officers come for a conference, and when such conferences occur, then the speaker is the presiding officer. Okay. So here today we discussed all the functions and roles of the speaker. Okay. I hope that all the points is clear. Why I read line by line? Because every point is important. Long question can also come from this part by asking, write 4 administrative functions or for business, for 4 functions of the speaker regarding the business of the house. So such questions may arise. Okay. So keep studying. All the best and bye bye.